Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. So apparently you guys invented bowling, which is pretty freaking cool. Specifically 9-pin bowling, which I've never played before. Here in America, we added a pin. We innovated. We added a pin. There are 10 pins here. I don't know if there are other differences. That's certainly one difference. I've never even heard of 9-pin bowling. But it's called kegling, I guess. I thought that was pretty cool, and I guess you guys essentially invented the sport. So I've got this video about the sport because I want to learn exactly if there are any differences and see what it looks like. And then I've got the German 9-pin bowling championships from 1965. There's a 2-minute clip. I just was curious to see that. All right, let's do it.
Annette Luisa. Einen hat sie noch in dieser Sendung, das verspreche ich Ihnen. Dass Alkoholkonsum und sportliche Betätigung durchaus auch eine Einheit bilden können, das haben diverse Kegelclubs bereits bewiesen. Wahrscheinlich finden sich
yes,
deshalb
alcohol and sport. Every man's dream.
Kegelbahnen auch gerne mal im Keller von Gaststätten. Bowlingbahnen finden sich dort übrigens...
That's how you make a happy man. Alcohol and sport. Golf, bowling, these are great sports to play while drunk.
Bahnen finden sich dort übrigens eher selten, obwohl die ja auch was mit Kugeln und Kegeln und ein Bierchen...
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Bahnen auch gerne mal im Keller von Gaststätten. Bowlingbahnen...
They're in the basement of restaurants.
...finden sich dort übrigens eher selten, obwohl die ja auch was mit Kugeln und Kegeln und ein Bierchen dazu zu tun haben. Der Hauptunterschied zwischen Bowlen und Kegeln dürfte wohl der sein, dass...
I'm sorry, I just have to laugh because I've noticed now multiple people... like, compared to American TV, all the people on there would just be smiling on American TV. They would just be looking at her. The American smile. On German TV, they're just like, bitch, get to your point. That's what they look like.
Bowlen die Hände wehtun und nach dem Kegeln die Füße. Welche Unterschiede...
Sorry, I need to pay attention.
Und Kegeln dürfte wohl der sein, dass nach Bowlen die Hände wehtun und nach dem Kegeln die Füße. Welche Unterschiede es allerdings noch so gibt zwischen diesen beiden Kugelsportarten, das wollte unser Redaktionsamerikaner David Patrician herausfinden.
He's gonna look at the difference between the two. I don't even know what the other sport is. That was hard to follow along. This is American bowling, is it not? I mean, if that's German bowling, it looks just like American bowling. I think I counted 10 pins.
Ja, Bowling. Das gibt man auch in meiner Heimat, in Amerika. Aber hier in Deutschland gibt es eine besondere Art von Bowling. Man könnte so sagen Kult. Eine Art von Mini-Bowling.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of like an American way of framing it. It's like in Germany, there's a special kind. What do you mean? They invented it. Our kind is the special kind. It's the unique, weird kind. They invented the bowling.
Komm, wir schauen rein.
Mini-Bowling?
Und wie man es sieht, habe ich Bowling lange nicht mehr gemacht.
Did he really just do that?
Wir schauen rein in eine Welt, das ich kenne gar nicht. Kegeln, ähnlich wie Bowling, aber einfach kleiner und mehr gemütlich.
Whoa.
Kleiner Land.
More relaxed? Okay. There aren't many things more relaxing than bowling in America. It's pretty relaxing. How can it be more relaxed?
Kleine Kugel, das passt.
There's nothing stressful about it. Well, unless you've got 9 strikes in a row and you're on that 10th frame, that's pretty stressful.
Hört, das ist ein Sport für Spaß.
Wow, it is
Aber
tiny.
Diese Frauen trainieren sehr ernst.
And they're on strings.
Ist Kegeln ein Sport oder ist es einfach mehr ein...
I'm not gonna lie, I can't help but feel like the strings kind of interfere with the integrity of the pins and how they fall and roll. Sorry, I'm not trying to hate or anything, but it is interesting. In the American bowling, the pins are, they're just sitting there, and then when you knock them over, the machine, I don't know how it works, but it gathers them up and then puts them back.
Eine Hobby- und
Nein,
Leistungssache.
das ist Leistungssport. Es gibt also Sportkegeln, das, was wir machen, und dann gibt es das Freizeitkegeln und das Kohlfahrtkegeln. Aber es ist ein Unterschied.
I mean, I suppose it's just a difference. Like, it's not like like, yes, it impacts how the pins fall, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? I'm just thinking through it, guys.
Wir spielen 120 Wurf an einem Stück,
What is a cabbage walk?
zweimal am Tag, also 250 Wurf insgesamt mit Probewürfen. Das ist schon sehr sportlich.
Die Frauen
250 throws a day.
machen es im Ernst, weil im 2012 kommt die deutsche Kegelmeisterschaft nach Bremen.
Okay, looks like you wear bowling shoes, which we do as well.
Ute meinte, ich muss meine Hand gerade halten, gut Sportkleidung tragen und mich gut bewegen können. Und jetzt
Wow.
sehe ich, wie ein Profi macht es.
Wow, the alley is much, much more narrow. Very interesting. Way more narrow. There's a lot similar here, but it's just a different variation, you know? Much more narrow alley. That's probably the biggest thing. The ball is much smaller, and in America, the ball has holes that you put your thumb into, and then two more holes for these two fingers, and you grip it like that, and that lets you impart. Well, actually, a lot of people grip the ball without the holes. I think like a lot of serious players do it like that. So that's more like this. But novice players like me, you put your fingers in the holes and you can and a lot of times you aim down the side of the alley and try to spin it in. Whereas here, it's so narrow, you almost have to spin it straight at it or roll it straight at it.
Sehr schön. Aber ich finde,
I would
deutsche
love to
Kegel
try this. I would really love to try this.
braucht gute Volksmusik.
Mein Herz gehört dem Kegelsport und darauf bin ich stolz.
Wait, there's a German song that says "My heart belongs to bowling," and I'm proud of that. Hell yeah! Whoa, how did he do that? How did that ball just defy physics? It was going straight toward the gutter, wasn't it? And it just curved back in? Is there something I'm not understanding?
Gerollt, der König fällt, gut Holz, gut Holz, gut Holz.
Ja, gibt es überhaupt ein
How would you even attempt to get those two pins that are on the left? Because the alley is so narrow. How do you do that? Get your arm out of the way, please. And then it opens up down at the end of the alley. So you'd have to, like, somehow... Seems very difficult.
Holz, gut Holz, gut Holz.
Ja, gibt es überhaupt eine Beziehung zwischen Bowling und Kegeln?
Ja, die gibt es, denn ursprünglich gab es nur Kegeln und das wurde 1840 von württembergischen Einwanderern Amerika importiert. Aber da immer mit Wetten, Trinken und Streitereien verbunden war, wurde es vom Gouverneur von New York
Arguing.
verboten. Und erst 1868 wurde das Kegelspiel geändert mit 10 Kegeln, also Pins, und das wurde dann genehmigt und seitdem gibt es Bowling.
Das bedeutet, dass unsere Bowling kommt
So we actually had the original bowling and people were arguing too much, so it was banned. Is that what I just heard?
aus deutsche Kegeln.
So ist es richtig.
Sehr interessant und sehr gut gelesen. Dass Bowling made in Germany ist, habe ich nicht gedacht. Die Damen rollen ihre Kugel einige Stunden und langsam ist es Zeit für eine Pause. Ich habe gehört, so wo man reist, es gibt diese Kegeltouren, wo die Leute gehen überall, die spielen Kegeln und die trinken ein paar Bierchen. Stimmt das auch? Gehört das zum Kegelkultur?
Also es gehört auch zum Sportkegeln, dass wir anschließend sehr gesellig sind.
Und ich weiß nicht warum, aber am Ende des Abends möchten die Mädels mir unbedingt ein Lied auf Dänisch singen.
Oh, I think that means they like you.
Ach ja, die Deutschen. Wunderschön, Prost. Und liebe Zuschauer, bis nächstes Mal. Prost.
Ja. Wohl bekommst auf Dänisch, das haben wir dann jetzt auch gelernt.
Why did she do that? 9-pin bowling championships. That was really quite fascinating. I was going to turn it up, but there's no sound, is there? Oh my god. What a freaking bowling alley. This place is huge. It's like an airport hangar. Oh, very gentle with it. Doing a dance. What the heck? I am perplexed by the way these balls move down the alley. It's going left. No, it's going right. No, it's going straight. How did it do that? How are they doing that? It's so interesting to watch the pins fall like that. Like I said, it's almost like, to me, considering I'm so used to American bowling where the pins are freely falling, I'm like frustrated. I'm like, no! Why are they should have, because the strings are stopping them from rolling. If these pins weren't on strings, they would have like probably rolled and knocked down a couple more pins. But I guess that just makes it more difficult. Okay, wait, did that ball have holes in it? He was holding it. Yeah, it certainly does, doesn't it? So these balls do have holes. I think. Looks like he's got his... Yeah, he must have his hand... Yeah, he must have his fingers in holes there. That was cool. Okay, I mean, I think I've seen enough. I just need to now make sure I understand if the rules are exactly the same. All right, guys, here we go. The differences in the rules. Okay. Okay, 9 pins, 10 pins. Narrower lane. No gutters. So that's why they're not going in the gutters. I see. In the American lane, the lane falls off a cliff, and if your ball goes off the edge, it just falls into the gutter and rolls down, and you get no points. Smaller, no finger holes. Okay, I don't know how that man was holding that ball like that. Heavier ball with finger holes. Germans often fixed number of throws per player, 100 total throws. American, 10 frames, up to 2 throws per frame. It's up to 2 throws per frame, which is actually not true about the 10th frame. In the 10th frame, you can have 3 throws. Because if you get a strike, you can bowl 2 more times to, get the maximum points out of your strike. Because like I said, a strike doubles the points of your next 2 throws. So you can have 2 throws. And then if you get a strike on a frame, then, of course, you just move on to the next frame. You don't throw again that frame. So a perfect game would consist of only 9 throws in the first 9 frames, and then 2 throws, I think, or 3 throws on the 10th frame. I forget, to be honest. Like, if you get a strike on the 10th frame, do you throw... I think you just bowl 1 more time. Something like that. But in the German one, you get 100 total throws, and you can just use those as many times as you want. Like, on a certain frame, you could just keep bowling. You could use 5 throws. In the German, you just simply count the pin total. So it's more straightforward. There's none of this bonus scoring, which is what I've been trying to explain and probably failing. Ah. So in the American bowling, it is interesting in the way that it's scored because it really compounds upon itself. Like if you get on a roll, no pun intended, with a bunch of strikes in a row, it kind of compounds upon itself and your score can get really high. German is more straightforward. It's just counting the pins. German pins may not reset every throw. Oh, it depends on the discipline. Okay, interesting. I love it. Thank you guys for inventing bowling. It is a fun pastime. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.